All right, we're back. Another train attack. I've been attacked so many times in Japan, it warrants a playlist and a series. Japan, so polite. So sugoi. All right, so this train attack, really quick to recap my train attack so far. An old man elbowed me in the side really hard. That was one. Another was I was punched in the back while standing. The first attack, old man elbowing me, we were sitting side by side. Daytime, afternoon, 3:30 p.m., semi-crowded train, just daytime. Second attack, when I was standing and I was punched in the back from behind, that was an early morning commute, maybe 7:30 a.m., very crowded train. Third attack, which I went over last time, was a semi-crowded train, about 7 p.m. at night. And it was a man pretending to be sleeping, and he did that slow motion elbow into my side, pushing, digging into my side. And you can go back and review that video to see my response, which is pretty funny. So this train attack, this is number 4. This was on the Sobu line. This was also a semi-crowded train. It was a weekend. It was like middle of the day, maybe 2:30 or 3 p.m. I was with someone. I was with a Japanese person. So this was great because I had told this person about all my other train attacks, and they believed me basically because, why would I just make this stuff up? It's like, I got better things to do than talk about people attacking me on trains, but I was close to this person, and so I told them about the attacks, right? So they know my history. And so we get on this train together, and I sit down, same as always. I didn't touch anyone. I'm not loud. I don't stink. My behavior is completely 100% Japanese. I sit down. There wasn't another seat for my friends, so they were standing up, right in front of me in the aisle. So I sit down, and pop! It's a hard, quick elbow to my side. And I've been attacked so many times by now. I'm like, oh man, this is like what? But I have my friend there, so I could tell my friend who knows my history. It's like, this guy just hit me. And I said to her, this guy just elbowed me. What? I told you, and now she's here and she sees this. So, the man, obviously, no drinking, it's not late at night. The man looked like a normal dude. He looked like he was about 50. He looked like he was Futocho-kun. He was a fat boy. He just looked like a normal, suburban house dad. He just looked like a normal, nice guy, dressed nice. He didn't look like the last train attack, number 3, where the guy had a hoodie and was slouched down and pretending to be sleeping. This dude just looked normal, and he just hit me for no reason. What? And then after he hit me, he was using a large tablet, and he goes back to using his tablet like nothing happened. Boom! And I'm talking to my friend. I'm losing my shit, right? I'm like, what? And so my friend is a woman, and this is the same woman who was attacked every day on trains during her high school. Every day on the morning or going home, she was sexually assaulted by Japanese men or students going to her school, her private school, and she had the private school uniform and hentai, and it invites all the chikon, all the train gropers, just a free will, just go off, go crazy, touch whoever you want every day, is no problem. So this is her, right? So she's also very sensitive to being attacked on trains. She has a long history of this. She's been attacked other places too, on the streets. It's crazy. Like, Japan's out of control, right? So she starts shimmering away. She's like, just kind of out of the picture here. And so I'm left with this man by myself. And of course, I'm super angry, so I'm not going to be rational and, hold him and call the police myself and stop the train. No, that's what I should have done to make big problems for this guy. But of course, I wanted immediate retribution, so I started hitting him. Well, first of all, I gave him the same elbow back right in his side. That was number one. That was like, that was the first thing I did before I even spoke to her, is I hit him back immediately. Then I started going off, making a big scene, screaming. I was calling this guy names, and then I kept hitting him. And I kept bothering him, harassing him. And he kept trying to sit there and use his tablet like, doop-de-doo, nothing happened here. Well, yeah, there's something happening now. So I was slapping his tablet. I was hitting it so hard, he was like, whoa, fumbling it every time, and he couldn't use it. I was making sure he couldn't do anything. So I harassed this guy, and he stayed on the train for the next 2 stops. At the second stop, he finally got off. He got the picture that, this wasn't going to end, and he needed to leave. Or it could have been his stop, and he just sat there and just took the punishment, as kind of bad karma for attacking me for no reason. And he got off anyway because maybe that was his stop. I'm not sure which case it was. Maybe it was his stop. Maybe he was just like, all right, this guy's going to keep hitting me, this gaijin. Oh, I can't believe this. The travesty. I physically attack a gaijin and they respond. Ugh. Whatever. So, yeah, this was crazy. So he got off the train, and that was it. So this was not alcohol related. Train attacks are really common in Japan. It's not safe. It's not polite here. That's just the truth. I'm not here to bash Japan. I'm just here to tell you the truth. And you can trust what I'm saying because there's train posters in Japan of assault, like don't assault people. But these posters are wrong because they have a beer in the poster, like, oh, there's only bad things that happen when everyone's drinking and drunk and it's a late night train, da 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 da. It's like, no. People attack each other daytime, morning time, afternoon time, weekends, weekdays, Japanese women, gaijin men, it doesn't matter. You will be attacked here. It just doesn't matter. Alcohol has nothing to do with this. So, my attacks were racist. They were racist people. They weren't drunk people. So that's the important distinction. These are people that just don't like gaijin, right? It's in Japan, they attack during the day without alcohol because that's racism or it's sexism. It's sexual assault towards women, which is called groping is called chikon in Japan. So that's what's happening, right? You can watch my friend's video here where she was attacked every day in high school. Every day she was sexually assaulted. Watch the video here. It's crazy. And this is the experience of many women. I've dated some women. They've told me, yeah, I've been sexually assaulted. I was ejaculated on a train. I was grabbed on the street. I was touched in the bookstore. Like, endless. Almost every woman in Japan has been sexually assaulted at some point in their life. This is not me, and this is not my anecdotal, just the people I talk to. These are studies. These are large studies of many Japanese women that have admitted that, and the studies found that they're almost all sexually assaulted at some point in their life. So this is the rite of passage. If you're a female in Japan, you get to be sexually assaulted. So why do I think this is racist, though? Well, I don't think Japanese people are just randomly hauling off and hitting other Japanese people. I don't think that happens. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe that does happen. Just people in the daytime, Japanese people look normal, dress normal, just start hitting other Japanese people. I don't think it happens. So I think this is about racism. I made a video about seat shifters, which has happened to me a lot more than I've been attacked. They're Japanese people who shift their seat away from you when you sit next to them, or they're sitting next to you. If a seat opens on the other side of them, not an end seat, by the way, just a seat where we're both sitting in the middle, if we're sitting side by side, they'll slide away and create a gap or a empty seat between you. So you can watch that video here. So what I do for those people is, yeah, of course, you know what I do. Now I slide over with them so I continue sitting next to them like, hey, dude, I can see your racism here. I can sit anywhere I want in this train. I don't care what your problem is. Kaide Okashi. Go home, crazy. Stop being scared of the world. There's gaijin all over Japan. Get used to it, right? So The seat shifters thing, that's happened to me that I've noticed maybe 25 or 30 times. And that was later in my stay in Japan. It probably happened, when I first arrived. I just didn't notice because I wouldn't think that Japanese people would be that racist or xenophobic and just move away from me. I'm a decent looking guy. I don't stink. I'm clean. Like, you think people would move away from you because you smell like pee, you're homeless, you're drunk, there's vomit on you. No, that's not it. So, yeah, it's racism. Now, I'm half joking here, but kind of not really. I wish I was at least sexually assaulted by Japanese women. I wish they would at least grab my butt or do something that was a little bit flattering. Because, man, I am tired of being attacked by men, just physically assaulted, physically attacked. It gets old. Like, come on, ladies, step it up. As I said in other videos, I think Japan is actually more dangerous than even my country, War America. Japan has lots of attacks that go unreported and underreported. So everyone thinks Japan is so polite and, oh wow, it's sugoi. It's not. So yeah, my country has killed 30 million people after 1950 to about 2018. That was a study, probably a lot more after 2018. So I'm not talking about the same violence. Obviously, I'm talking about domestic violence. There is a ton in Japan that's not reported. So just know that about Japan. I was attacked once on a train in my home country. One time. In Japan, it's 5 times so far. So, and I've lived in Japan a lot less time overall than in my home country. So, yeah, it's not completely safe here. Just know that. There are knife attacks on trains in Japan. There's hammer attacks. Basically, as you know, maybe in the 90s there was a gas attack. The hammer and knife attacks are pretty common. That stuff happens in Japan. So again, it's not exactly completely safe here. I had a friend, an American friend, who was in Japan, and this was years ago, and I hadn't been attacked many times up to that point, but he told me he was on a train, walking through the train, and it was late at night, so there was probably some drunk people, and he was choked from behind, like grabbed around his neck, and this dude, this American friend of mine, was really small. It's not just me. I'm not just the only gaijin being attacked in Japan. It happens to other people too. So about the racism, Japan, you'll see a lot of attacks in Japan, but what they'll do is they'll show the person, the victim, who is a gaijin, responding, right? So they won't show what the Japanese person did to the gaijin. They'll show the gaijin responding, and then it'll blow up in social media. This happens all the time. It happened to this Chinese woman. They didn't show what happened to her. But of course, she was sitting with a child. She's going off on this old Japanese guy, probably because he either sexually groped her or physically hit her. And she just went off on him. She's calling him crazy and stuff. So, yeah, who knows? Maybe that happened in this train attack for me. Maybe I was attacked and then I started going off on this guy. Maybe someone filmed me responding to this man that hit me. So maybe I was famous for a day or two. I have no idea. I didn't check. So what should you do if you're attacked on a train in Japan? I've covered this in previous videos. You should hold your attacker, sound off the train alarm, hold the attacker, make sure they can't move or escape, and make a big scene, delay the train, get the train staff to come, and then get the police to come, and they'll arrest this person. That's how it works in Japan. They'll help you. So my first attack, the train staff were really great, and they stopped the train. The train was stopped for like 10 minutes as I was on the platform explaining how I was hit by this old man. And they offered to, call the police and basically arrest him. And I was like, no, I'm cool. Like, I just need to get going, like, whatever. So obviously that depends on the day, depends on the staff working the train platform that you're on or the train line that you're on. So it's going to take some luck to get that kind of assistance. And it's also possible that they might not do anything. They might just be like, yeah, we don't want to take the time, pull the video from the train car. So on each train car has a number, each door has a number, and of course each seat has a number over the seat. So there's lots of ways for them to track where you were sitting, where it happened, and there's cameras covering every seat on the train. So chances are for a small assault like this, they might not take the time to get the police and especially to review the video. So it might require the attacker, your attacker, to acknowledge or admit their fault, that they actually did attack you. Otherwise, I don't see how police would try and dig through all this for such a small problem. So, but that's what you should do. You should escalate this problem, hit them back, number one, and then start calling the police, delay the train, make sure the police come. That's what you should do in an ideal world. So there it is. Train attack number 4. Another elbow in the side. So if you're counting, that's 3 elbows in my side while sitting down and 1 punch from behind in my back while standing. Oh, the fun just keeps coming in Japan. Good luck out there.
Bye-bye. See you later. Bye. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. You fucking, I just got attacked though. Dude, come on. What the fuck are you doing? Come on. I just got fucking attacked. Prick! See you later. Come on. Fuck you. Bye-bye. Fuck you. Fuck you.